Rendition Media, we're glad you're here to see this video on the most interesting facts in the world. So let's dive into the video. Around 69% of the freshwater on Earth is stored in glaciers and ice sheets. According to Water in Crisis, a guide to the world's freshwater resources published by the United States Geological Survey, the seas hold just over 96% of the world's total water supply, but the majority of that is seawater. Since 68.7% of the world's freshwater is covered in ice caps, glaciers, and ever-present snow, you must go to the poles to find it. Hawaii is the finest site in the world to watch rainbows. Hawaii is the perfect place to visit if you enjoy seeing rainbows and want to see as many as you can. The American Meteorological Society said in a research from 2021 that the region's mountains provide strong gradients in clouds and rainfall, which are important to numerous rainbow sightings. Ocean bottom maps may be created using whale songs. Fin whales are basically the Barry White of the seas. According to Scientific American, the male's booming, bellowing songs are the loudest of all marine creatures and may be heard up to 1,000 kilometers, 600 miles, away. They may also be used to musically map the ocean floor, since the sound can go up to 2.5 kilometers, 1.6 miles, beneath the surface, bounce back, and give researchers with precise data. Deep-sea volcanoes have revealed new species of life. It may sound like something out of a sci-fi horror movie to discover previously unknown organisms in the depths of the ocean, but a 2020 study of a deep-sea volcano near New Zealand, published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences of the United States of America, revealed over 90 putative bacterial and archaeal genomic families and nearly 300 previously unknown genera. As with deep-sea volcanoes, some study has connected hydrothermal vents to the beginning of life. Are we thus observing the first indications of future land dwellers? To find out, we must wait. The size of Mount Everest has increased since the last measurement. Mount Everest may not have physically grown because it achieved maturity a long time ago, but according to the most recent measurement made by surveyors from China and Nepal, the mountaintop is really taller than we previously believed. NPR reports that earlier measurements have ranged from 29,002 feet above sea level in 1856 to 20,029 feet in 1955. However, researchers now claim that Mount Everest is 29,031.69 feet tall owing to plate tectonics after a protracted procedure of surveying the peak with GPS equipment. The oldest profession in the world is dentistry. Dentistry has existed from the beginning of time, but not quite that long ago. However, one researcher discovered proof of tooth drilling in skulls from 7,500 to 9,000 years ago. The holes were probably drilled with a primitive bow drill. Could that be the first dentist's creation? The population of the entire globe could fit in Los Angeles. More than 7.5 billion people live on this planet. That figure definitely sounds huge. When you realize that, according to National Geographic, all of those people could fit within Los Angeles' 500 square miles if they stood shoulder to shoulder, it would seem a bit more manageable. The world's hottest chili pepper is so spicy that it might kill you. The Dragon's Breath chili pepper, which is weapons grade, is so hot that it's actually deadly. If you ate one, it may result in a form of anaphylactic shock that would burn and constrict your airways. France receives the most travelers of any other nation. France is a stunning nation that is bursting to the seams with delicious wines, delicious cheese, and loads of romance. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that, according to the United Nations World Tourism Organization, more people wish to travel to France than anywhere else in the world. Some of the world's shortest individuals reside in Indonesia. Indonesia is home to some of the shortest people in the world, according to statistics collated from several international sources by The Telegraph, even though there are short people and tall people everywhere. The most nations have ever joined together in a single day to sign the Paris Climate Agreement. The Paris Agreement was signed by 174 global leaders on Earth Day 2016 at the United Nations, UN, headquarters in New York, marking the biggest group of nations to ever sign anything on a single day. At Microsoft's corporate offices in Washington State, there is a room that is the quietest place on Earth. As they say, silence is golden. And while it might not be as valuable to most people as gems and cash, it was undoubtedly the main objective of those who constructed the world's quietest chamber. According to CNN, a lab room at Microsoft's corporate headquarters in Redmond, Washington, has a background noise level of -20.35 dBA, which is 20 decibels below the threshold of human hearing and shattering previous records for the world's quietest places. The world's longest place name is 85 letters long. Australian residents of that name village, Hill, should exercise some patience while learning how to spell their hometown's name. But guess what? The residents of that name, Tweebufilsmeeteen Scootmores Dujeskiatfontein, South Africa, and lake of that name, Chargagagogman Chagagagchaubunagungdamog, in Massachusetts, agree with this. 4 babies are born every second. We add 4 new babies to the world's population every second. That amounts to nearly 250 births each minute, 15,000 per hour, and 360,000 per day, if you do the math. In 50 years, the ozone layer on Earth will fully restore. The ozone layer on Earth has seen severe damage as a result of pollution. The fragile gas layer shelters our planet and shields us from the sun's deadly UV radiation. Therefore, this is terrible news for everyone. Fortunately, climate change researchers anticipate that the ozone layer will entirely recover within 50 years, according to a 2018 study from the United Nations. The country with the highest risk of earthquakes is Japan, an unavoidable aspect of life for individuals who reside in nations like China, Indonesia, Iran, and Turkey, some of the world's most prone to earthquakes. However, the USGS reports that Japan has the most earthquakes worldwide. So comment on your ideas about the video, and if you appreciate the video, please subscribe to our channel and help us out by sharing it with your friends and family. Let's meet again with another interesting video. Stay tuned with Rendition Media. Thanks for watching.